And we're good.
So, as you think about how you might want to find the unit rate using a graph, first we want to look at the graph and see what we know. Okay, so let's take a look at points A and points B. What are the coordinates?
A is 24. Yeah.
What's the coordinates? What's a coordinate? What?
24.
Oh, I thought you were saying 20.
Yeah. I thought so too.
At first I thought you were adding 24. Sorry. Okay, so it's 24, and then B.
48.
40, 8. So how can this help us? What does that mean? What does it mean, 20, 4? What does that mean as far as the graph?
So in terms of the problem, what does the coordinate represent?
For 20. What does this mean in terms of
For every 20 minutes, she's running 4 miles.
So for every 20 minutes, the runner is running 4 miles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't.
How about the 40 and the 8? Are they going slower? What's happening?
For every 40 minutes, he runs 8 miles.
For every 40 minutes, he runs 8 miles. What do you notice about those two numbers? Like the relationship, the 20 and the 4, and the 40 and the 8.
They're proportional.
They're proportional. Awesome. Does everybody see how they're proportional to each other?
Yeah.
So what would you do to get from here to here? You multiply just like this?
There you go. Good. Yeah, it's not, I know that you're so used to saying, well, we would multiply by 2. The idea is you're multiplying that big 1. You're multiplying both numbers by 2. So you are actually multiplying by a big 1. Good.
Awesome. So how can you use that information? We had 20 minutes for 4 miles, and then 40 minutes for 8 miles. How can you use that information to find the rate per minute? Who can help her out a little?
Well, if we know that the time that it took to run 4 miles is 20 minutes, and we're trying to find the unit rate of 20 minutes, we should divide by the big one, which is 20.
Divide by the big one.
Which is 21.
Is there only one way? Is there only one unit rate in this scenario?
No, there's 2.
Why? What can I find?
You can find how fast he's going, or you can find how far he's moving.
Can someone elaborate on what Mortimer's saying? The 2 types of unit rates we can find, Marco. What's one of them?
Find the unit rate for the distance.
Yeah.
Which would be how many what? How many what? How many?
For every 1 mile.
So you can find the time for every 1 mile, or you can find what? The distance for every 1 minute. So look at the question. Which unit rate are they asking for? Per minute. So Manny, explain again why you were saying to do the unit rate your way.
Because if the time is 20 minutes, then you want to find the unit rate and you want to get 1. So to get 1 from 20, you have to divide by 20. But you have to do the same thing to the bottom. So you have to divide by
So you're divided by 20 over 20, which is a big 1.
So what's your unit rate here? Does it need to be a decimal? You can show it as a fraction. If you showed it as a fraction, what's the fraction? You actually, three of you said the same thing. Someone said 1/5, someone said 2/10, and someone said 4 divided by 20, or 4 over 20. They're the same thing. Some of you are working so hard, and I saw this on the test. Some of you are working so hard at converting that final step of solving an equation, which is a fraction, to a decimal that you're making a mistake. It's okay to just leave it as a fraction, right? We don't need long divisions to decimals all the time, especially if you can represent something like there as a fraction. Go ahead, sorry.
So now our unit rate is saying that for every 1 minute, what is it?
You run one.
Run 1/5 of a mile. Good. So we plotted that. It would be somewhere around very close to 0. Right around here.
I can't.
If we are looking at the graph, where are you looking to kind of approximate, or where would you look on the graph to find the unit rate?
Okay. This involves a little bit of mental math.
Well, no, don't worry about calculating, but where would you look?
So, Miss Nieves said, so Miss Nieves, remember, it was like near the end of the year, we learned a lot about this, but, well, yeah, other people, some people know.
Okay.
But, so you look, you can put it in half. You can't really see the one, but like, you can see where you're going as you find 10, because
Okay.
you can find 10 really easily and then convert it back into 1. But, so you're at, I want to go to the board so badly, but,
That's okay.
so you're at 20, and then you can like move your way slightly to go to the middle, and then you're like, oh, I can make an inference that 2
Good work.
and 10, they go together.
Okay. Okay.
And that's why I said like
You're
you can do mental
starting
math
to
as
get
well.
there.
Doesn't make sense.
Good.
So we're looking for, you kind of said it. You're looking for where the 1 would be on the graph.
When x is 1, what's your value for y? Tough on this graph, like you said, because you can't really see it. So you made an inference, great use of your vocabulary, to get there. And some of you just calculated it, which is fine as well.
Alright, awesome. So, I'll find the rate. So what is the unit rate? Oh, we kind of did that too. The unit
Well,
rate-
let's see. The unit rate was what? What was the unit rate?
For every 1 minute, he ran.
For every 1 minute, he ran 1/5 of a mile. So how many miles did he run per minute?
1/5.
Are you at
1/5
saying
mile.
Right. How many minutes per mile? Sorry. How many minutes?
Oh, 5.
How many minutes per mile?
5.
What did you do to find 5?
Multiplication.
So you used your big one again. Good.
Okay, so we're gonna do a fun little activity.
We need 4s, right?
Yeah, we need us to split up into groups of 4.
Well, you know what? If they have a group of 3, they can actually just do one more. But the group of 5, one of you has to move just for this.
So who wants to come over?
Please. Someone.
Yeah, wait, oh, there's also two.
You can come right now. Okay, so take a look at the paper as it is being handed out, or as they are being handed out. So Ms. Kay can explain to you.
So what we're gonna do is the very first thing you wanna do is write your name. You'll see there's 3 spots. Yeah, you're gonna write your name on the very top. Okay, and then you'll see there's an intro there. You're gonna do that by yourself, the little intro. You're gonna predict the pro athlete salaries by ordering the following leagues from least to greatest, so the NFL, NHL, NBA, and MLB. So just put in order what you think, who you think makes the most, and who you think makes the least. Okay.
Now, not by looking at the graph, just what you think.
Just what you think. You just want to like predict.
Wait.
Before you. You just want to predict what you think, and then after that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the first graph, and you're gonna do that independently. So by yourself, you're gonna find the unit rate and what it means in the scenario, and then we're gonna give you about 2 minutes to do that. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pass your paper to around in your group. Okay, so you'll have whoever's next to you's paper, and then you're gonna take a look at theirs, see what you think, discuss how you feel, if you agree, disagree, if you have the same thing, and so we'll give you about a minute to that, and then you're gonna on that same paper. So whoever's paper you have the person next to you's paper now. On that same paper, you're gonna look at number 2 and do the same thing again, and then we're gonna pass again, and then do.
So you're gonna do work on you'll do one on yours, and then you're gonna do one on everybody else in your groups. So the groups that are smaller, you'll just keep rotating. So like you may actually get yours, like the groups of 3, you're gonna get your own for the last group, which is fine. Groups of 2, you're actually gonna just flip flop.
Does anybody have any questions?
So at this time, you should have already put your guess for which league would be the most to the least. So when we start this timer, you're going to do the first one, number 1. Find the unit rate and explain what it means in context. You'll have 2 minutes to do that. Don't rotate papers. Don't go ahead because you're not doing number 2, 3, and 4 on your own paper. You're only doing number 1. Yes. Like like that guy, it was like the number of miles he ran in a minute. Like
So
explain
in
that.
this scenario.
Okay?
Alright, so we're
So
gonna
2 minutes. Don't discuss this. You're just doing this on your own. And then when we rotate, we'll discuss.